Hi guys, it's Lily from Chicken Unboxing here, and I just want to make this quick video about Victor Ortiz finally facing his nemesis, Brandon Rios, finally. Okay, so it's no surprise to any boxing fan, it is no news to any boxing fans that Victor Ortiz has hated Bam Bam Rios and vice versa for a freaking while now. First there was rumors going around that Bam Bam was back in training at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy to train for Victor Ortiz. They made it official there's going to be a fight on August 4th at the StubHub Center, and you guys know that the StubHub Center is the capital of putazos. Like, the StubHub Center is the putazos capital of the world. So it's a great venue for this fight, especially because most of the fan base are, you know, Mexicans, and they like to see these guys are going to just freaking go at it. But the thing is that not a lot of fans are excited for this fight anymore. Surprisingly, a lot of fans are kind of not interested in this fight, saying that it's, you know, it's too late. You know, I thought the general reaction to this fight would be like, God damn, finally, I'm ready to see these guys go toe to toe. But on the other hand, a lot of people, most of the people that I've talked to, or most of the people that have commented on the post, are not excited about it, or they're just plain not interested. You know, like, they're saying it's too late. Both of these guys' careers is, you know, according to the fans, is basically dead, you know. So they thought that this fight, kind of like the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, should have been, like, you know, 5 years ago at least or so. Victor Ortiz has fought names like Marcos Maidana, Josecito Lopez, who broke his jaw, Berto, who he beat first, and the second time he just straight up quit. And of course Mayweather, but we know what happened there. You know, Bam Bam fought Tim Bradley and he fought Manny Pacquiao. He lost to both, but they were they were pretty good fights in the way of toe-to-toe action. His fights with Mike Alvarado, those are probably, you know, some fan favorites as well, based on toe-to-toe action as well. And a lot of people already say that Brandon Rios and Victor Ortiz are washed up, like this fight doesn't even matter anymore, that their careers are already dead anyway, which is harsh. You know, boxing fans are harsh, but when it comes to who is gonna win, it's kind of a toss-up. Like, it really is, because in my opinion, let me put that out there because I don't want anybody getting butthurt. In my opinion, Victor Ortiz has the better ring generalship. You know, he is a more complete boxer in the way that he does come forward, but he does have better head movement, better footwork than, you know, in comparison to Rios. Because Rios is kind of just a come forward guy. His offense is his defense. He'll just come at you and he just will take punches. Like, we've seen it throughout all his fights that he will just take punches. Not necessarily much head movement there, not necessarily going backwards, moving, using lateral movement, none at all. It's basically just come forward and trade with you, which is usually what fans like to see. But Victor Ortiz, I feel, has the better ring generalship, if that makes sense. But at the same time, he's quit a lot of times. So, you know, especially with the Josecito fight, we get it, his jaw was broken. That's pretty fucking brutal, but, you know, he did basically get on the, you know, on his stool, and he's like, I'm done. You know, damn paletero. You know, we saw him quit against Marcos Maidana as well. He had dropped Maidana with a freaking sick-ass body shot. He dropped him with a sick-ass body shot, and I didn't think he was going to get up. But, you know, he did land that nasty body punch on Marcos Maidana, and I don't know how Marcos Maidana got up. Marcos Maidana got up and came to make him quit that fight. So, he quit against Maidana, he quit against Josecito Lopez, and with Berto, we saw him basically just on all fours, looking like he didn't know where the fuck he was at. And that fight was so bad that his fans got so mad at that fight of him quitting that literally as he walked out of the ring, not out of the ring, but out of the arena into the locker room or whatever, somebody threw pizza boxes at him. So it was that brutal. It was that fans were that pissed off about Victor Ortiz quitting against Roberto on the rematch that they threw pizza boxes at him. That boxing fans are ruthless, but you know, that's some pretty hardcore shit. Now, even though, like I said, he does have the better ring generalship, he is a quitter. So does Bam Bam have what it takes to make Victor Ortiz quit is the question. Because I'm pretty sure we all saw Victor Ortiz beating Alexander in the last fight, but for some reason the judges gave it to Alexander. Not that he looks spectacular, but he did beat him. So that's another thing to kind of point out, that coming from the last fight, Victor Ortiz, at least the majority of people felt like he won that fight against Alexander. Meanwhile, Bam Bam's last fight against Danny Garcia, he got knocked the fuck out. Even though this fight is a toss-up in my opinion of who would win, because I do agree with the majority of the fans that this fight is a couple of years, if that, too late. This fight should have happened when the beef first started, because that would have been a way better fight when the beef just started than now that, you know, they're both coming off of losses. They know they got nothing to lose anyway, because honestly, where's their career going after this? I'm not saying that they won't put up great shows still for the fans, but I don't see them dominating their division at all in any way, shape, or form. So there's nothing to lose right now, in my opinion, or to win much, because okay, like, you win the grudge match, but again, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna make a dent in the division anymore. So I do have to give the edge to Bam Bam, because even though Ortiz, you know, he has a better ring generalship and stuff, Bam Bam is a come forward. He throws a lot of punches, and he hates this guy. Have you guys seen the interviews? Bam Bam hates Ortiz. Like, he hates him. So I can't wait to see them go to toe to toe. Like, I can't wait to see what Bam Bam's gonna do with that anger redirected towards Ortiz, having him right in front of him. You know, like, Ortiz is the only reason why I'm going with Bam Bam is because Ortiz quit. Ortiz has quit a couple of times, and more than a couple of times, and I feel like he doesn't have the heart. Like, he's just not made for him. And yeah, Bam Bam has fake retired too before, but he's never quit, like, on the stool or in the ring, and I feel like that's why I have to give Bam Bam the edge. But you know, he does have Robert Garcia in his corner, so I see Garcia steering him in the right direction. But again, if his emotions, his anger, his frustration to want to fuck up Ortiz right there and then, you know, if that plays against him, because he might, you know, just come at him swinging and leave himself open enough for a chance for Ortiz to put him down, then it might be against, you know, it might be something against him, that anger that he has built. But I think I do have Bam Bam winning this fight. I know a lot of people feel that this is too late, but you know, let's just enjoy it, because who else are these guys gonna fight? I honestly wasn't interested in them fighting anybody unless it was each other. Like, yeah, Danny Garcia is a good name to have on your resume, even if you lose to him. And I don't want to see either of these guys fight anybody else but each other. Like, nothing makes sense, you know? They're the B side every single time now, and even with each other, who's the A side? Who knows? I don't think they're both coming off of losses, you know. Who's the A side there? I don't know. So I'm just expecting to see a toe-to-toe war, and whoever wins, you know, gets that bragging right of I beat you, motherfucker, and whoever loses retires. You know, they should make it like that. The loser retires. You know what? Both of y'all retire. Like, y'all I feel like you proved the point. Unless the fight is so good and so, like, entertaining, so close that they want to do, like, rematches and stuff. Either then, I don't see, you know, I see this being a one-time thing, and it's like, okay, as they called it, a grudge match. So it's a grudge match. Cool. Leave it alone. So leave your thoughts and comments of who do you think is going to win that fight, and how and why. So again, I have Bam Bam just edging it out just because Ortiz has quit so much, and that's my only reason. So drop your comments, tell me who do you have, Bam Bam versus Ortiz.